How about those champs, motherfuckers? Sorry, that was so forced, but seriously. How about those champs, guys? We won the Super Bowl. Sorry that this video is so late. I was a bit tired yesterday, forgot to make it, but see, sorry, today's Tuesday. I was a bit tired on Monday because, to be honest, here's what happened after the Super Bowl. I went back to my house at like 11:30, 11:40, because, obviously the fucking game ended late as shit. Because it went to fucking overtime. Second time in Super Bowl history to do so. And I was so tired, but I was so energized at the same time, and I just could not sleep. So I went to sleep at 4 a.m. on Sunday night. Woke up, had to go to school, and then I was so tired by the time I got back from school. When I got back to school, I just collapsed, went to sleep. And today school was canceled because it's snowing outside. And I was just sitting there doing my homework. I'm just like, oh shit, I gotta make a video. So yeah, we're making a video 2 days later. I'm sorry for all that wrong ass intro, but we won the Super Bowl, and God, it looked bad for a second. It looked really bad. When I was watching the first quarter, I was just like, oh my fucking God. I know nobody scored until I think Jake Moody kicked a field goal for the Niners, maybe just at the end of the first quarter to make it 3-0. But if you saw the Niners offensive tries and compared them to ours, we were getting 3 and outs like this. It was terrifying. Niners defense was fucking destroying us, and even though the Niners offense we didn't allow them to score, they were still getting across the field, so much so to the point where they got into field goal range at the end. And we're not even gonna talk about that second quarter. God, that CMC trick play, that was good, but God, you should have seen me. I was just oh my fucking God. I went to a party, right? I was the only Chiefs fan there. Everyone else was rooting for the Niners, and I was just there by myself, and I was getting dogged on at halftime, and I just sat there in silence. I was just I couldn't process what was going on. I was like, are we really about to lose the Super Bowl? Is this gonna be Super Bowl 55 all over again? Then, like always, every time we won a Super Bowl, those halftime adjustments, man. To be honest, the third quarter, I believe that was the MVS touchdown. The MVS touchdown, man. God. That man has redeemed himself. I feel so bad for everything I said about him in the regular season. That man has redeemed himself. He came into clutch during the Bills game, catching 2 throws, sealed the Ravens game, allowing us to get that 2, allowing us to take a knee at the end, and then gave us a scoring touchdown. One of only 2 touchdowns this entire game. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I apologize to you. You come into clutch during the playoffs. And then that was the only score of that period of that quarter, I believe. It was 10. No, it was a field goal because it was 10-3 at halftime. So we got a Butker field goal, making it 10-6, and then the MVS touchdown, making it 13-10, going into the fourth quarter. And then I believe what happened was the Niners scored a touchdown, but they missed the extra point because our defense blocked it, bro. How about that D? Like Andy Reid said, you should have seen me. I was just oh my God, they blocked the fucking extra point. We could send it into overtime if we have to, but I really hope that it wouldn't go to overtime. I really hope that we could win it outright, because it was getting late and I had to get back home. And God, it was. I can't fucking describe it. Yeah, blocking that extra point was fucking crazy, man. And then Butker sending it into overtime. I was just everyone was just everyone at the party, right? They were slowly collapsing over time because they were oh my God, the Chiefs are actually going back. And then when Butker was about to making that field goal, right, everyone was just miss, please. And I was just sitting there in silence because I was so nervous. But in my head, I was my guys, Harrison Butker does not fucking miss. He didn't miss. The game went to overtime, and I was just it's going to overtime. And then, God, that overtime period was crazy, man. God, that final overtime period, good thing that we left. To be honest, the 49ers kind of made a mistake. They won the coin toss and they opted to have the ball go first. I feel to be honest, I don't know if Kyle Shanahan actually knew the new overtime rules. And he thought, oh, if we just get a touchdown, we can win the game out. I'm no, that's not how the new overtime rules work, my guy. And then obviously They only went for the field goal, which was a big mistake. To be honest, they probably should have gone for it on that 4th and 4. Like, even if they missed, they could have sent the Chiefs back a lot more. Instead, they went for a field goal, giving us a 25-yard head start when they punted. And then, obviously, you need to know that in those crucial clutch moments when Mahomes and the offense need to do it, they will fucking do it. And believe me, they did it. That final overtime drive was fucking beautiful. Everyone around me was just slowly collapsing. They were like, oh my god, no. They were all just like that. I was just sitting there in silence, right? Because I knew. Because at this point, Mahomes already threw 1 interception in the game. 1 fucking interception. And like in overtime, it was already the Chiefs' possession of the ball, and the Niners already had the ball. Mahomes threw a pick. Game was over. Game was stopped. For Niners were 122-19. So I was just sitting there, my eyes glued to the screen, watching. And then we got all the way to the end zone for a single. And then the fucking corn dog trick play. McCall Hardman, you redeem yourself for fumbling the ball in the end zone at that Bills game. You fucking redeem yourself. You won us the Super Bowl, my God. Like, God, that was the wackiest Super Bowl ever. Like, MVS and McCall Hardman scoring the only touchdowns. Rashee Rice, no touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, no touchdown. Travis Kelce, no touchdown. All the people who I thought were going to get touchdowns did not get fucking touchdowns. I mean, CMC got a touchdown. I was expecting that, but I believe it was Ayuk or Samuel that got that one. Oh no, it was like Jawan Jennings. I don't know his name, but yeah, CMC and someone else on the Niners got a touchdown, and I was just like, that makes sense. But like, MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and McCall Hardman, who was a Jet at the beginning of this season, won us the Super Bowl. Fucking crazy, man. And like, to be honest, I was really impressed with like Mahomes' performance in like the 4th quarter and the overtime. Like, he turned into Lamar Jackson. Like, when I went into the stats, he led the game, our team, the Chiefs, in rushing yards. Not Isaiah Pacheco. Bro turned into Lamar Jackson. Like, threw the ball as well as Mahomes does. I'm not saying Lamar Jackson can't throw a ball. He can throw a fucking ball. But Mahomes throws it so much better than him. Like, damn. And like, every time Mahomes used his legs and scrambled, I was just amazed. And like, it was fucking beautiful, man. God. Man, that was one hell of a game. Like, to be honest, like, when we went into like when I was watching the first half, like, I was just texting my friends, like, this game's gonna be really fucking boring, isn't it? Like, nobody scored, and it's like almost the end of the first quarter, and like, it's gonna be like that one Super Bowl where like the Patriots won 13-3. I was like, no, that went from like one of the most boring Super Bowls ever to like one of the most entertaining nail-biter Super Bowls I've ever seen, and probably most people have ever fucking seen. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, only 2 Super Bowls went overtime, and I realized there's only 2 Super Bowls went overtime, right? The first one was with Tom Brady, and the second one was with Patrick Mahomes, 2 of the greatest fucking quarterbacks in history, and it was just, it was fucking beautiful, man. So yeah, we got to hoist, Mahomes got to hoist his 3rd Lombardi Trophy in 5 seasons, and we're back-to-back champions. We are a dynasty. The Chiefs are a dynasty, and we're gonna get so much shit for it, but whatever. Because, we are the fucking Chiefs. Who gives a shit? We got Patrick Mahomes. Man, like, and I got the last lap. You should have seen me at the end of the fucking party. I was obnoxious as fuck. Everyone was getting mad at me, but like, you were all dogging on me at halftime. It's only my turn. So yeah, it was a great game, great Super Bowl. The Niners, they performed well, but they really did have me worried there for a second. But like, in the words of George Kittle, they had us in the first half. Not gonna lie. Sorry if I just keep rambling, but like, I'm just remembering all the shit about the Super Bowl. And like, I rewatched the ending today, man. Like, I'm noticing shit that I wasn't even noticing the first time. Because the first time, like, the adrenaline was flowing through my veins. I was just glued to the screen, just like, oh my god, it's good. Oh my god, don't throw it, please. It was fucking glorious, man. It was glorious. So yeah, now we head into the off season, and like, I'm curious to see like, what the Chiefs are gonna, who are the Chiefs gonna draft? Like, we're 32nd. Obviously right now, because we won the fucking Super Bowl, but like, I'm curious to see who we're gonna draft. I mean, obviously we had the wide receiver issue this season, but I mean, Rashee Rice, he has really come through, and he's really good, and in the playoffs, like, it seems like our wide receivers don't fuck shit up. MVS clutched up. Justin Watson's always been good. Travis Kelce, obviously he's not a wide receiver, but he's the best tight end in the league. Noah Gray is also pretty good. Yeah, so we got our wide receivers, like, you're not bad. But like, maybe It seems like we have our WR1 with Rashi Rice, so you know he's good. Like it's kind of funny because everyone said that after trading Tyreek we would be fucked. Yet here we are. We have with Tyreek we got one Super Bowl ring. Without Tyreek we have 2 Super Bowl rings. So like it really seems like Tyreek leaving allowed us to invest in that defense more now. You know we got good wide receivers and like Rasheed Rice and Justin Watson, and even MVS and shit. And like we're great. I mean this is a dynasty, and I think it's gonna be a long dynasty because like people might say, oh Kelsey's gonna retire. Like think about it. Like Kelsey kind of had a down year this season. We still did really well, and I feel like if we're getting used to playing without Kelsey so much and stop relying on him so much, that when he eventually retires, which to be honest, I don't think he's gonna retire next season. I think he probably has like 2 to 3 seasons left in him before like he might just like propose to Taylor Swift and say fuck it. But like if we get used to playing without Kelsey, like when he retires, we can still be that dynasty. I mean, I'm not saying Kelsey is important; he's a crucial factor to like our success. But you know, if he had less than 1,000 passing yards this season, and we still won the Super Bowl, we still made it to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, man, like if we get used to playing without him, you know, like we are going to be a long dynasty. Mahomes is only 28. The dude is young, and the dude is fucking crazy. This is gonna be a dynasty. I mean, it already is a dynasty, back-to-back titles, but it's going to be a long and prosperous dynasty, and I am all for it. That's about all. Peace out.